In order to become the most powerful learning business owner, L&D professional, educator, course creator, you need to embrace your creativity. And today on the show, I'm going to share with you how to unlock your mind to the creative possibilities that AI and other technologies offer you. Growing up, along with being a lifelong athlete with asthma and having the entrepreneurial bug since I opened up my first lemonade stand when I was in single digits, I have always been a nerd. I grew up playing Magic the Gathering, one of the greatest trading card games there are. I collected Pokemon cards, collect them to this day, and I've played tons and tons of board games. Well, in recent years, I have become obsessed with the game Dungeons and Dragons, also known as D&D. And this is actually similar timing to AI taking the world by storm. Well, after playing Dungeons and Dragons for about a year with my fiance and my best friends, I decided that I would see what ChatGPT would do if I asked it to run a solo Dungeons and Dragons campaign for me. And today I'm going to share with you the step-by-step process I used to interact with ChatGPT to take my creativity here and bring it into fruition in the world. And I'm going to share with you my 3-step process to powerfully integrate AI into your life so that the opportunities in your life, in your business, and in your career are endless. Your creativity is limitless when you learn how to partner with AI. And that's why I want to invite you to join my future-proof learning community. The future-proof learning community is my high-end group coaching mastermind for educators, learning and development leaders, course creators, and learning business owners who want to scale impact, earn at least 25% more than you're making now, and cut your workload in half. This means that you're going to be able to launch programs in weeks instead of months or years. You're going to reach a global level, and you're going to save your organization 6 figures or more. And you may even do it on a yearly basis. What I do each year is I powerfully partner with an organization with my Enterprise Learning Accelerator program. And by creating this partnership, I am able to save my partners 6 figures per year, even after paying my 6-figure fee, making their businesses exponentially more profitable. And what I've done is I've taken this and I've brought it to a group coaching setting where we not only get equivalent powerful transformations, we are able to support one another with hot seats where you get the floor for an entire session to hear feedback from other highly successful learning professionals and business owners in the group. Now, to keep the value high, I only accept limited spots throughout the year. If you're interested, I invite you to learn more by clicking on the link in the YouTube description, or if you're listening to this as a podcast, you can click on the link in the show notes, or go to elearningpartners.com/FPL. So for those of you who have never heard of Dungeons and Dragons before, Dungeons and Dragons is a role-playing game where you come together with a group of friends, or it could be strangers, and each of you embodies a character. There are numerous races of characters, numerous classes of characters that you can embody. Think of your favorite fantasy novels, your favorite fantasy movies, your favorite video games. Think of that, embodying a character. For me, I grew up loving Lord of the Rings, so I love embodying characters that have bows and arrows. You combine this with someone called a dungeon master. A dungeon master is the individual who runs the game for everyone else. For the campaigns I'm currently playing with my friends, we have one dungeon master And then there are either 3 or 4 of us playing the game. Well, I got this idea. What if I asked ChatGPT, or you pick your favorite generative AI or your favorite AI tool, what if I asked it to run a campaign for me, to play the Dungeon Master role? And I did this in a 3-step process. Step 1 is I defined my vision. I told ChatGPT what I wanted, a solo Dungeons and Dragons campaign where I play as a specific character. I really wanted to play as a human divine soul sorcerer. What does that mean? That means I'm a spellcaster. So I attack and interact with the world with spells, and I can use spells from different spellcasting lists. It's a cleric and a sorcerer. And I wanted to start at level 1. This was really exciting to me. I wanted to test out a character and play it through a campaign. Then Chat asked me some follow-up questions to really get this started. So that was step 1, define the vision. Now, if you are partnering with Chat for creativity or to optimize your business or your job, which is really where you're going to get the most value out of this. But really, if you haven't messed with Chat very much, or if you have a scarcity mindset when it comes to AI, this is where you need to start, is really being creative, because it's going to open up your mind to the opportunities, to the abundance that AI creates in your life. Step 1 is defining the vision. Now, when you are defining anything or interacting with any AI, you need to go back and forth with AI at least 3 to 5 times to really customize it for you and your needs. And when I interact with AI, I give very detailed prompts. The more details you give AI, the better response you're going to get. So when I was defining the vision, I was very specific. I said I want a solo Dungeons and Dragons 5e, that is the rule set, campaign where I play a human divine soul sorcerer starting at level 1. Very specific prompt. And as you can see here, Chat comes back with some questions. If Chat doesn't come back, or your generative AI doesn't come back with some questions, you still need to look at this 3 to 5 prompts to really get things flowing. So next you want to actually reply to the questions. Chat asks me, would you like help designing your backstory, world setting, or first adventure hook? I can also help create NPCs, maps, or a narrative journal format to keep track of your solo sessions. My response to this is step 2, creating the world, or customizing the world. And here's how I customized the world. I asked for orcs, goblins, and dragons, classic fantasy elements, but layered with the story arcs and milestone-based level progression that evolves as I play. So this gives Chat a little more to work with. So we've done 2 prompts. This is 1, this is 2. We still need to get at least 1 more prompt to hit this 3 to 5 prompt range. And here is what Chat says back. I'll craft a campaign including deep story arcs and memorable encounters with orcs, goblins, dragons, structured around milestones-based level ups. Would you like your first story arc to start with a personal mystery, a call to heroism, or a dark prophecy? This is really moving me to step 3, building my character. I said that story arcs are very important to my play. So I'm building my character. Building my character. My campaign begins with a level 1 human divine soul sorcerer. As the game progresses, I use ChatGPT to narrate the story, build challenges, and level up as I achieve milestones. So this is prompt number 3. Now we're ready to start. Let's kick it off. Chapter 1. It starts running the story. Now maybe you don't know what Dungeons & Dragons is. That's fine. I invite you to do this in your own life. What did you think about when you were a kid? What do you think about now that makes you feel like a kid? That you can unlock the creative possibilities with generative AI. As you can see, it's starting to run the campaign for me. And it's asking me what to do next. And one of the central elements of Dungeons & Dragons is dice rolling. So you can actually ask ChatGPT to roll the dice for you. And you can ask ChatGPT or your generative AI tool how hard you want the rolls that you need to make to be. So you can set the level of challenge for your games. So now I have a 3-level exercise to help you move from scarcity to abundance, from obstacles to opportunities, to unleash the creativity in your mind, to serve your life, your business, and your career. Level 1 is play. Exactly what I just did is play. What I want you to do is use AI to make something just for fun. Maybe you want it to tell you a story from the perspective of an avocado. Write me a comedy from the perspective of an avocado. Here it is. Avocado, ripe and ready for drama. Interior, fruit bowl, daylight. Hi, I'm Avery, Avery the avocado, and I am perilously close to peak ripeness. Maybe you want to play a game of Monopoly. Now set up a game of Monopoly for me that takes place in Middle-earth. Gandalf's hat, Frodo's sting, the One Ring, Smog, Treebeard, property substitutions, Hobbiton, Bywater, Isengard, Minas Tirith. Look at all this. Chat is creating Lord of the Rings version of Monopoly. Maybe you want some help with your meal plans for the week. Create a vegetarian meal plan for me to build muscle, keeping in mind I am allergic to all nuts. Maybe you want help building a workout plan. Whatever it is, I invite you to play. Maybe you want to use ChatGPT to come up with some really fun business idea like one of my friends did. Whatever it is, I want you to open up your favorite AI tool right now and play. Then once you finish that, we can move to level 2. I like to call weekly. We start with play because we want to start unlocking the possibilities. Then we want to move towards what can I use generative AI to help me with in my life on a weekly basis. Some ideas. You can use generative AI to help you with your workout routine for the week. I have heel pain and want your help creating a 5 workout routine for this week focused on building muscle throughout my body along with keeping my cardiovascular ability high for running. You can ask generative AI to help you with your meal plan for the week, with specific tasks during the week. I partner with AI to help me with sending emails, and I don't send emails every day. I'm in my email 1 or 2 times a week. So you can start integrating this into tasks in your life. You can partner with AI to start writing course curriculums, to start writing content for your course. Remember, the more in, the better output. We still need to use the 3 to 5 prompt rule. Now, I'm only doing 1 prompt here to show you what the possibilities are, but 3 to 5 prompts is going to get you the best results. Day 1, upper body, push and cardio. Day 2, lower body, heel friendly, strength and core. HIIT and mobility, upper body, pull and core, full body, circuit and breath. So that is level 2. I invite you to start integrating generative AI into your life on a weekly basis. Just use it once a week, maybe 10 minutes a week. I partner with generative AI to cook 1 or 2 days a week, where I input what I have in my refrigerator and I ask it for recipes. For example, I have Brussels sprouts and tofu and want something healthy that is nut-free to make for dinner. Crispy tofu and roasted Brussels sprouts stir fry, gluten-free and nut-free. Tells me what I need, gives me instructions, and we're good to go. That's level 2. Start integrating AI into your life weekly. Level 3, daily. Now we start opening up our minds to focus on what are the daily tasks that I do in my life, in my business, and in my career that you can partner with AI to achieve. You can partner with AI to help plan your day, get feedback on a big idea, or even journal. I partner with AI to help me with YouTube content. For example, I have a 7-second clip of me running with my dog on a trail and would like for you to write captions for my video. I want to talk about how I love running with my dog, and I'm grateful that I'm able to after she took a week off from running due to left leg pain. Generative AI gives me multiple options that I can use. And then it asks me, do I want a headline, hashtags, or description to go along with the posting? Yes, I used option 4. So I say which option I used. And now we get a headline, a description, tags, and hashtags. I use this daily for my shorts for my company, Athlete with Asthma. For both my companies, eLearning Partners and Athlete with Asthma, I put out one podcast episode a week that goes out on my YouTube channel and goes out on all major podcasting platforms. I partner with AI to help me take the video transcripts, the podcast transcripts, and build out headlines, descriptions, tags, all of these things for my videos. This cuts my time significantly, exponentially, so I'm able to serve you even more powerfully. Now, if you're interested in putting these things in practice and joining a high-end group coaching mastermind community, I invite you to apply for my future-proof learning community. You will earn at least 25% more, cut your workload in half, and build profitable learning experiences for your organization. By doing this, you are going to 2.5x your income. If you're making $100K a year, that means your hourly rate is currently $50 an hour. It's going to jump to $125 an hour because you're going to be working half the time and you're going to be making at least 25% more. I'll see you in the next episode.